Well, this is going to be an incredibly fiery match. We do have Exceed up against, up against Fixate Gaming now, and at least from at least from today, you all know Exceed Gaming. So Exceed Gaming, they love that hard-hitting combo. Their combo that they really loved before didn't quite match up against what Standard Strat was pulling out. Fixate are interesting because they like that hard-hitting. Instead of the lane hard-hitting combo, they like that team hard-hitting combo. What's up, New Zealand, or however I say that. Anyway, yeah. So Exceed, I would expect going for a bit more of a lane dominant comp, and Fixate going for that team comp that they love so much, and that dominant. They like winning their lanes, but they don't like transferring constantly so much. But it can work out for them. Just speaking in general terms, they can easily switch over and change their play. But let's see what's going on. Here we go. Game is now underway. Okay, let's see what the first band coming out for Fixate Gaming is. They have actually swapped places. So I'll just quickly fix up the brackets for you there, guys. Yes, let me just double check it. Oh, Exceed's on the blue, wasn't it? Yeah. There we go, it should all be sorted out now with the UI. Sorry about that delay. Bam! Just a moment there. There we go, bam. Ooh, it looks like Exceed are going for that combo that won them the first game of this series. It was very, very interesting. I think they actually won that against Fixate, so we'll see if it... Oh no, that was against Full House. So we'll see how Fixate fare against it. They have switched it up a little bit with ADM jumping on Lee Sin, and we've got the... we've got the lane dominant TF coming out at the moment. TF is just doing so damn well. He's very interesting for getting around the map, for pulling off those lockdowns. With the gold card, with the wild card. We're seeing Fuad jumping on, grabbing that rise for his team that they had last game. Very dominant. Going for the ranged ADC. They don't know what they're up against for ADC. Caitlyn's always a great pick in that regard, and matching her with Janna is devastating for getting that long-range poke off. One shield is like a long-range poke, especially if they manage to grab a wind-up. It's very, very powerful. Sentry are thinking of locking in as the crazy jungler Jarvan. As we know, he can get into lanes very quickly and disrupt fights to the nail. As he's able to pick out everybody individually. He's able to lock them down instantly with that with the Cataclysm, and then pick them out individually. So he can control team fights very well. Ooh, Superior Name matching out that Caitlyn ADC with a Trist, hoping to get that range on her in the late game. And Rick thinking of actually switching out with that Sejuani. We've seen him play that Nautilus before. He does like it, but he's playing a lot of Sejuani today. I think Exceed has been in like 90% of the games we casted today, just because of the way the brackets worked out. Good on you guys. Way to manipulate the stream. Oh, and he's thinking of he's thinking of pulling out a little bit of stealth. That would work so well with TF. So it looks like a bit of laning phase coming from Exceed Gaming. You see, Exceed, they do that. They like to win that laning phase. We saw that with the Rengar, and we saw that with their bot lane combo, which was devastating as well. Their Vayne and Leona. Now they're moving on to a different type of laning phase domination. It does scale decently into late game. They still have the opportunities, but the hard-hitting combos are much more on Fixate's side, I think. And tanking up Nasus, if they feel like locking that in, is very dangerous. And they could go for that Malphite like they did last time. They may just... Oh, they do lock it in. Bobo very confident on the Malphite up against... Up against... Lee? Oh, yeah, no, it probably is up against Lee Sin. We're not too sure yet. It may just be that Eve jungle, which is interesting, because they're both sort of behind the minion line champions. Malphite a little bit more so than Lee, but he can slap the ground and then give people a big surprise. Malphite harassing him with that shard is going to be pretty upsetting. And we've seen how Sidria scales so well into the late game. Up against a TF will be interesting to see. TF has got great range on Rise, plus the gold card if he gets too close, so I think he's got a one-up on this one. Mechanics-wise, anyway. And here we go, delay remaining has gone up. Let's see what these guys are going. It is going to be Rek in the jungle with the Eve. And I haven't actually seen Rek on Eve ever before. He's just been, it's been used against them a couple of times today to some avail at least. And I think they're trying to use it to the same effect. Get around those backsides, if you know what I mean. Get around those get into those tri-brushes. Really gank from the sides. Sorry, just a second there. I think the ADC vying at the bot lane will be very interesting, considering the range differences, considering that Tristana has to build into that range, and considering that there's going to be a lot of powerhouse ranged hits early in the game from Caitlyn as those shields come out from Janna. They've got quite a mobile team comp for Exceed, so I'm not sure how successful Fuwa's ganks will be. I mean, the range on that Cataclysm is decent. But if he waits for it, you know, they might just wait for him to get that knock up and then wait for him to use the Cataclysm so they can jump right out of it. His Dragon Strike Demacian Standard might go off without a hitch. If he does manage to pop any of their escapes with that Dragon Strike Demacian Standard, he's probably going to have the opportunity to lock them in with that ultimate. Coming up into the top lane, I haven't seen too many Lee versus Malf matchups. Lee can get aggressive against Malf, but Malf tanks up very well, and we saw that last game with Bobo. Loving those chain verses. Building right into a Sunfire would be so easy for him to outlane Lee. But Lee's damage is nothing to be sniffed at. Just depends on that build order. Considering they have a Caitlyn, maybe a lane swap coming out, they've got that range to really drill down turrets, and we saw that with them last game. Fixate's bot lane was very, very strong. Delay remaining sitting at 38 at the moment, so we may just go into break while it all loads up. There's a barrier sitting on Caitlyn and a flash, but it's going to be ignite barrier on Tristana. This is an interesting play because she can escape with her jump, but it's very risky. She's relying on that reset on the jump when she jumps away in team fights, and that jump to get away from sticky situations in the jungle, something like that. But yeah, having that flash gone is very dangerous. But having the power of ignite joined with the power of joined with the deceptive tankiness of of the barrier, brain not functioning, is devastating in and of itself, and it may really pay off in the early game considering the range differences. But yeah, coming into the loading screen, have a look at what's up. Now coming into the game, it looks like Fua may just be having a bunch more problems. Yay, let's hope these pauses don't screw up my mouse again. Totally reported. Yeah, I think it's a Fua problem. I blame Fua. When all else fails. Checking out some of these early game items. Oh, would you look at that? Eve has a hunter's machete. Oh my god. Game breaking. No, we all know that doesn't matter. We all know. Coming up to live. What do you guys expect coming into this match? It's going to be very interesting watching Exceed and Fixate go head to head. Exceed, of course, didn't have that much fun up against Standard Strat, but they're definitely a cut above the rest, at least. And Fixate got knocked down before by Standard Strat as well. So these are two that are dealing with the Standard Strat powerhouse. Whoever wins this gets a chance to go up against them again. But they'll need 2 straight wins up against them to take away the finals. 2 helpless victims, says Pac-Man. We'll see how it goes in those finals. Best of 3, advantage 1 game to Standard Strat. So 2 games, potentially 2 games in total coming up soon in the grand finals. See how it goes. Fua, work your toaster out. What are you doing? I think he's feeding it muffins. Honestly, man. Mac it, what? No, what? Windows 98. Windows me, dude. Windows me. See, I thought somebody on High Tech had removed one of their potatoes and made them into chips, but it looks like Fua has gone that route. Maybe he traded a toaster for another potato. He was running 2 toasters and 3 potatoes. Ate up and thought it was breakfast. Hey, Doom Flipper, how's it going? Thinks he is running Vista. Oh, totally. All the Vista. Running Vista on a netbook. Oh, the pain. Oh, he can't even reply at the moment. Oh, that's sad. Jadman, wait for the stream hate. I love Vista. What gamers never say. Oh, so fun. Back into the game. Woohoo! Everybody wave your hands in the air. Let's see how these guys are starting out. It's going to be Doran's Blade bot again. God, everybody does love that Doran's Blade bot, and they focus on either pushing their enemy out sustaining with that very tiny amount of lifesteal that jumps up on Doran's. It's available on Doran's, I should say. And then having their supports help out. They go into that kill lane with Exceed Gaming on that Leona. Not sure how well it will work out with the protection available on Janna. She can deny a lot of those jumps from Leona with the Howling Gale, and she can get out that shield pretty damn quickly, especially with this kind of ping over on the OCE server. Yeah, raise the roof, people. Shout out to Riot Games Sydney. Love you, buddy. Shout out to Mirko Gozo. Oh, yeah. Don't even know if I'm saying that right. Great guy, though. It is going to be an invade coming out from Exceed here. But there's a ward already down for Fixate. The pings will be going out soon. Fixate have done the exact same, but there's no sight on what Fixate are doing from Exceed at the moment. It looks like they are going to go for the steal. They don't know that this has been caught out. Is Rise going to throw a poke to make sure they know they're there and just live off of that? They're starting to get this around.
Seeing red.
Red card has been taken up, so the gold won't be available when they go in for the gank. There's the lockdown from Sidria onto Reg. They're going to have to flash over this wall if they want anything. There's a Helen Gale. It does knock up Rick. That was perfectly placed. Oh, a gold cup comes out from Harlow. It looks like the chase is definitely on. Flash into, oh, Demacian Standard actually picking that up. No, actually, Rise picking that up. But First Blood does go to Rise on Eve. It's going to be a very slow jungle. Lots of flashes being popped at the beginning of the game. Just getting out of those engages. Very scary for Exceed. Great ward placement on Fixate's part. Sometimes it's just lucky you catch these things, but if you're really adamant on thinking they're going to go for that. Blue generally likes those red invades. It's a bit difficult to get off the blues. And it is indeed a lane swap, as I called before. There is the potential for that because they've got that powerhouse with the shield on Janna giving so much attack damage to Edible Paper. They're going to push that lane so damn hard. Malphite is a little bit late to his lane though, so it looks like it's been going down a mite quicker. And there's a bit of AoE farm, to be honest, going on Lee Sin as well. So they could be in trouble. A bit less on Malphite. He'll really need to get at the turret to really push anything out. While they're just maintaining their position at that turret, I think this is going to be the first one to go down. But they are an all-in. Snifties can't help as much at the turret. And Fuart looks like is helping the top turret as well. They're just really trying to focus this down. They know the bot lane is in trouble. They're starting to do the exact same thing, but with 3 champs. These guys want this bad. Yeah, they are indeed going to poke this one out to hell. Those bot turrets are not going to exist. This is a very interesting start up to the game with both bot turrets being pushed out very quickly. They may be able to get that top turret a little, sorry, with both ADC support turrets going down very quickly. If whoever sort of has it, they will transfer it to the corresponding lane that has their turret still up to try and defend it. It'll be interesting if they actually both go down without a fight. It looks like they will, though. That bot lane has been switched out. Superior Name is the only one hitting it right now. And the jump is on from Bobo. Oh, Superior Name jumping away just in time. Sorry, the chase was on from Bobo. The jump from Superior Name. Words mixed up all over the place. Both of those turrets sitting on almost the exact same health. And Lee Sin is just completely abandoning this turret. It looks like the turret will belong to Fixate Gaming. Will they be able to get to the bot lane turret in time to save it, though? That is the question. Let's see those backs go out quickly. It doesn't look like they're worrying too much about it. No, it looks like this turret will be made mincemeat of. Oh! Whoa! So much aggression from Bobo. He may just get off his seismic shot. He's not quite in range for it, and it's just managed to refresh. In comes Jarvan. He's still level 4, no ultimate available. Trying to get the knockoff on Snifties. They managed to save that turret just in time. They're going to go for the lane swap. We're going to see more roaming from Malphite. If he hits 6 before they come, he's going to be so dangerous in roaming. Might just steal a bit of jungle from Exceed. They think they have control over that dragon. There is a ward there to sight it out, but damn, do they have that turret still alive. Managed to protect themselves and their lanes decently this far. Yet that is one dragon belonging to Fixate. Widening that gold gap just barely to 2k. Now it's going to be that lane swap coming out from Edible Paper and Aaron, and they do have a lot of range. They've got a lot of success with with Edible Paper already going back from that turret, grabbing herself a pickaxe. There's a double Dorans on Superior Name, but the damage poke. Look at that! When the shield goes down on Edible Paper, there's nothing you can do to stop him, and the poke is just so intense. Oh, that one turret didn't get off 2. That would not have been worth it. The top lane switch is going decently. Bobo is transferring over there to deal with Adept. And a Vision Ward coming out from Jarvan. So the jungler going to be helping out with the sight on Reg, who hasn't quite been making his mark. He had that bit of trouble in the early game. He's coming in here to see if he can make a difference. So he has been sighted. Ooh, Bobo's really wrecking Adempt at the moment. He went back, he picked himself up, he's got himself a crystalline flask, he's grabbed a giant spell. Not much that Adempt can do to touch him. Just checking on what he's sitting on with the flasks there. He's also got a bunch of health pots and mana pots. Now it's up to seeing whether or not Snifties will get aggressive enough to push this lane up. Ooh, damn traps. Barely missing that Zenith Blade. Superior Name does have a health pot or two left. Swinny Poke coming out won't be too difficult for them to deal with. We are seeing a bit of a gang coming in on the jungle here. Hey, hello, and I am Adempt. Gonna be jumped on from Fua and Bobo. That power charge from Sidria coming in and knocking off that kill for TF. He's got his ult, but he hasn't been transferring to different lanes to help him out just yet. Been focusing on that mid lane, and he's been doing decently. He's got a little bit of farm up on Rise, but with that one death and the kill going to Rise, he's already got his catalyst, he's already got his tier. In the bot lane, we do see this infinite blade going off. That knockdown from Superior Name's ult did manage to get Edible Paper against the wall. Ooh, and that poke from Edible Paper. Is he not level 6 yet? He's certainly not. He could have followed that up with an ultimate, but he needed to level a bit quicker. Very, very close getting a kill from either of those ADCs. Getting out just in time. That was a great ultimate from Superior Name. Now, if he had been Vayne, that might have gone a little bit more in his favor. Just maybe. No boots on Cat yet. Oh, a little bit of a gank going off in the mid lane. Harlow maybe going down a second time, but he's got to focus on Fua. Can he get off a wild card? No, the gold card onto Fua. He wasn't quite in turret range, though. No extra damage on that. Well executed gank, and we know that Fua can jump in very quickly and make use of turret dives as a Jarvan. At 860, Sidria can go back and pick himself up a blasting one, but we are seeing a split fight going out here. Those auto attacks, we actually managed to see Tristana take away a kill on Edible Paper, despite the range. And at the top lane, Adem's taken out as well, with Fua making a very, very narrow escape. We'll see if Rek is quick enough to follow up on him. Nope, not just yet. With Rise going down to bot lane, they're trying to pressure this turret down. They haven't actually touched it that much. But it looks like Aaron and Edible Paper not having that much of an easy time as I thought they could have against Snifties and Superior. Sniff is able to get decently aggressive under the turret now. He's got his Sightstone up. Starting out on the late Philosopher's Stone. Making sure they have the warding potential. 3k gold lead at the moment to FX. Lee might just be focusing on getting himself a more of Malmortius there, especially to deal with Sidria, but it works very well against Malphite in the laning phase as well. He is about to get this turret down. It is quite low, but the rest of FX are going to respond to that. They don't have a ward in this lane. Oh yeah, we're seeing if Adempt wants to fight under his minions. He knows something is up though. I'm not sure if Fixate knows that the dragon has gone down already. I believe they did have it warded up, but they want that space. There's that pushing potential from Superior Name. That is exactly why the lane is getting pushed a bit more effectively from Superior Name. Not because the poke isn't in their favor, or that they're poking their training a lot more effectively, is because of the explosive shot sitting up on Superior Name. It's able to shred through minion waves like butter. Not to mention the Zenith Blade does quite a lot of damage when going through minions, even if it doesn't hit anyone. Spirit of the Lizard Elder coming out on Fua as well for those ganks. Rick might be looking to pick herself up a Brutalizer as well. So they're getting very, very aggressive over on Exceed Gaming side. Harlow is going to get jumped on. There's the Cataclysm. Nothing available for Harlow to use to get away. His ultimate was just a couple of seconds from coming back up, but Rise is going to grab another kill, and that is easily a 12-minute Rod of Ages for Rise. They're doing very, very well coming into this game. Here's Snifty's trying to get aggressive up against Aaron. So much damage being laid down, but they are focusing different targets. Push didn't quite work out. Now that they've got control of the top lane, they're pushing mid quite hard with Fua providing support. Rick has done well to prepare, to hold it this far. Their saving grace could be Superior Name on Exceed Gaming side. He's getting the kills and the farm that he needs. It's building up to that, to the Blade of the Ruined King. Up against Bobo and Fua, that'll be very, very effective. It just depends on whether or not they're able to jump on Superior Name. And he knows when those ultimates are going down. Look at that shred! They just destroyed Janna right there. They may just get a turret out of it as well. All the blues mainly going to Eve at the moment. Eve not following on that Brutalizer just yet. Oh, Fua went in for the initiate with Sniff, and Superior managed to get down the turret. The ultimate's going to try and save them. And Superior focusing down Edible Paper as the ADC. Has been working quite well, and he managed to proc his Bilge Water as well. Oh, and he got him so low, but in comes the gold card from Harlow. Is he going to be able to finish her off? He certainly will. He did not quite count on Bobo following up with that. So it's going to go for a 1-for-1 exchange on that end. Risky move, but they wanted that kill. And goes the ult from Bobo. Sniff just didn't get back to back. Didn't get away from that situation to back. Very depressing kill on him there. And Adent and Break have found a stray Sidria, who was tanked up very well with his Rod of Ages. The slows are on him. In comes Fua to finish both of them off with the ultimate that they're just barely able to get Sidria before they go down. Sure, they're sitting there calling Worth. But is it really? It's another dragon. Second dragon going to Fixate, widening that gold gap, sitting at 5k now. Heading on to 6. Yeah, SN could see that happening. It might just be an age of Fua early in the game. Having Janna focus on tanking up some more. Mitigating the damage from Superior and Sniff. Well, Edible Paper hasn't had that much of an easy time in lane against Superior and Sniff. You know, they've got the rest of the team to follow up, especially the Cataclysm and the Unstoppable Force. Those can just tear through anything right now. Quite a lot of warding coming out from Fixate as well, but we do see that Sidestone coming from Snifties. There's just been a lot of vision warding coming out from Fixate. They did not. They basically shut down Rick for a good part of the game. Ooh, the ADC support combo are moving in. Adem wants to go for them. 1v2. A very, very well placed 90 caliber net. Gonna save Edible Paper from a equally well placed Sonic Wave. But Harlow might just be in trouble here as well. Is he gonna be able to ult out of this? He certainly will not. It's not up. It's definitely on cooldown. Oh, and the Rune Prism catching TF under the turret. providing that much more damage. Oh, edible paper getting cooked into turret range. I am ADM clearing the wave as much as he can. The aggression is still way more in edible papers in Aaron's favor. Getting caught out. It's another bush invade from FX. Exceed thought they had a one-up on the rest of them. Bobo will probably go down here, letting Sidria get out of there alive. It is going to be another kill for Superior. Again, if they protect him, maybe those auto attacks with that Blade of the Ruin King will be enough. Edible paper will become a pain later in the game with that IE. In comes He manages, in comes Harlow. He manages to get a gold card off on Janna. They're feeding off this Janna right now. They've really made a target of her for finishing off his Aegis, moving on to a Merc Treads. If indeed, and there's the well-known power of a TF. That map presence, those gold cards. Mobility on Fixate, just a bit too strong for it though. Are we going to see more friendly taunts in this game? Certainly hope so. We do have a Sunfire Cape coming up from Bobo in the top lane. Picked up a Haunting Guise as well as he was getting aggressive as AP aggressor Malphite. He's tanked up so well against ADM with that Sunfire Cape, and he's still dishing out a lot of damage because of that Haunting Guise. In goes Superior Name, thinking he can get a slip up on Sidria. If he gets too close, we know he's going to get locked down. Ooh, finishing off the Runic Bulwark, not actually going for a Merc Treads on Fua. They know that Superior Name is the most fed coming out of Exceed, and if they protect her, that's their best bet of coming into this game. So maybe with that armor, picking up a Ninja Tabi. In goes the ultimate from Bobo. Unstoppable Force picking up a kill already on Eve. Exceed managed to clear a path on Sidria. Very rough loss for Fixate. And it looks like they're cleaning up the rest of the battle. Aaron is next to go. They actually didn't focus her down, seeing as they've been feeding off her for the rest of the game. Another death going down there. So it's a triple kill coming in for Exceed. Great comeback. Great control of that fight. The ultimates went down on single targets. I think that's what happened to Fixate. They couldn't come in after those ultimates had gone down. Exceed sort of grouped up after all of that happened. And now they can move in, start getting a lot more of those turrets, start moving in more aggressively. They might even get the inner middle. Fua's doing his best to poke them out, but he's just doing no damage to anyone at the moment. Focus down that turret, says ADM in Superior Name, but in comes the rest of Fixate. Are they going to be able to catch them off guard? Fua does have Cataclysm up, he's jumping in there for it. But he's actually gone through the wrong side. The rest of his team hasn't followed up. Superior Name does manage to pop his barrier in time. They will probably get a kill on the Snifties. They can probably get the Cataclysm off and then lock down with Sidria. They're not even wasting it. Going with the Dragon Strike Demacian standard. Very good call. Now that ultimate is still available for any team fights coming in. Only Snifties going down. Very, very good for them. Wow, they're just going straight on Baron from this call. This is interesting. Exceed are right there, ready to take on this jump. Baron is halfway down. It's dropping fairly quickly. In goes TF, teleporting in behind the Baron, seeing if he can pick it up on the side. They have to initiate now. They've gone in. Baron has gone to Fixate, and they're ready to mop up the rest of Exceed, taking down ADEMT. All 5 of them are ready to move into the mid lane, get that turret. Bobo is very insistent on picking up Harlow. Let me see, that top turret is looking pretty low. So that proxy farming from Harlow is not going to do much. That Baron buff just destroying that turret for Fixate, my god. And it looks like Fixate are doing what they do best, securing their win. This is something they love to do. They do not take any chances. We saw it last game.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
And going for Dragon as well, really securing their victory. They've already, actually after they've grabbed Baron, that'll be their 10k gold lead at 22 minutes in. It'll play for floating 1.2k. It's still 6-0 sitting on Superior Name. He's the gold sink for his team. And he's got a last whisper to complement that as well. But he could easily be made a target of from Cataclysm and Unstoppable Force. Moving into the pure AoE damage from Sidria, who's sitting 5-2. Very, very dangerous. Looking on grabbing a Frozen Heart as well. There we go, he's finished it off just now. See, that's now the problem that FX, that they're reading the enemy right now. Exceed, they've got a gold sink in their ADC, and Fixate have just picked up a whole bunch of anti-ADC items. They picked up a whole lot of armor. Look at that, a second chain vest on Bobo. Bobo's going to be very happy to jump in on any battle. And that Frozen Heart call on Sidria, definitely because Superior Name has picked up all of those items. But he does still have Shred with the Blade of the Ruined King, so it's not that much of a direct counter. Still ends up being a lot of percentage damage. Group up from Fixate Gaming as the rest of Exceed have to clear those lanes before they join in. Yeah, that's another very dead turret.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
I don't think Fixate will be able to move in for the kill just yet, but if they do initiate a team fight and they manage to execute it perfectly, they could. They need a clear shot on Superior Name, who does have the jump on them, who does have a jump available. Can get out of a team fight very quickly. More of Malmudi is now finished up on a dent. Looking to damage up instead of tank up. That may be something they're willing to regret. Ooh! He was punished for that jump, and FX is going in for the kill. They do manage to get the knock up on Superior Name. There's their ADC, their gold sink down. The rest are just mincemeat. It is a feeding frenzy for Fixate Gaming. They've moved in, they've finished off everyone for Exceed. They've got 20 seconds to do exactly what they want. We'll see if they push in to finish off the game, or if they're just looking to secure their victory with all the turrets in the game. They do tend to do that, but they have a window.
Blue team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
Oh, yep, it looks like they are going in for the kill. Very exciting stuff. Oh, God, the turret's just... Oh, it doesn't exist anymore. Okay, that happened. Switching their focus now. Oh, they are backing out from this. No, not even a single kill going down from that jump from Superior Name. Wreck followed closely behind. Will they get at least one? No, nothing is going down on Fixate's side. They're going to be focusing down the Nexus now. Fua might just go down to Snifties if he manages to get the damage. No, the protection from Janna is just way too good. Fixate, Clockwork, game destroyed. Exceed is down. Fixate moves on to the standard strat, in the best of 3 grand finals. It is technically best of 2 with 1 victory in the winners bracket already going to standard strat, so it's a best of 3 advantage to standard strat. Let's move on to the finals, guys.